Chivas like saw me and like recruited me, talked to my coach. It's like, we want your player.
How was your experience there?
So I was getting cracked. Like, tackles were hard. They would ignore me. They wouldn't give me the ball. They're all Mexicans being born there. I'm a Mexican being born over here. So they look at me as like straight American.
Right.
Like, they don't look at me as Mexican. I thought the contract that they offered me, I didn't think like was worth it.
That's so crazy, considering that was the team you grew
Yeah,
up.
dude.
So what was your situation coming back?
I actually had like a full ride offer like on the table, but my grades didn't allow me. I didn't really care for school. Like, all I cared about was soccer.
Bro, like if you want to make it in like
Yeah.
soccer, this has to be your life right now. All right, guys, welcome back to the Without a Doubt podcast. I am your host, Miguel Espinoza. Rafa is next to me. So this is episode 2. This is a redo of episode 2 because we previously recorded and unfortunately footage somehow disappeared. Thank you, Yuli. I'm just kidding. No, but so this is a redo of episode 2 with one of our trainers and good friend, Sergio Gutierrez.
What's up, guys?
Welcome, Sergio.
Thank you.
So before we even get into all this, bro, what'd you think about the USA against Mexico?
Oh my days.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch
Did you
it.
see the highlights?
I saw the highlights.
Bro,
It was,
dude, I saw the highlights too.
it was pretty embarrassing from a Mexican standpoint.
Dude,
But,
are you like Mexican?
I'm Mexican American, so I can choose.
Yeah, I know, but what would you like for?
No, I was going for Mexico that game.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
but
What'd you think about?
it was tough, dude. Like, it was one of those games where it was a classic, like, oh, we can't win anymore, so let's just start hitting them. And
Yeah, bro.
I think that's just like shameful as a soccer player. Like, you should never be doing that. Just prove yourself on the field by scoring, not hitting
Exactly,
people.
trying to play the game.
But yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it was embarrassing.
Two red cards from each team.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was crazy, bro.
tough.
So, yeah, I've known you since you were, dude.
My freshman, not before
No,
that.
dude, I've known you since you were in 3rd grade. Remember the Pilot Cup?
Oh, that's right. Wait, you were assistant coach or like coach?
Quote unquote. Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like Plata, and like he
Uh-huh.
introduced me and told me like, oh, these guys are good.
Yeah.
He talked about Andy, and well, he said you were the standout one.
Yeah.
And yeah, obviously from just watching you guys play, and you guys winning it all, like
Yeah.
I had like
That's
obviously.
crazy, bro.
Dude,
I
I
was
know.
gonna say my freshman year, but
No, yeah, I
3rd
know.
grade?
The freshman years where we that's so crazy how we played with
we
each other.
played together. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've known you even like in high school. You're a baller
Yeah.
for sure. Like
Thanks,
I know
bro.
the varsity coach really liked you and pulled you up
Yeah.
in varsity super early. So we got to play with each other. Well, I mean, you got minutes. I mean, I was on the bench, but we got to train with each other and stuff.
Yeah.
So I kind of know you, but for those who don't know, like let's start from the beginning. Like
Okay.
how'd your career start and stuff like that, or before that, like what's
Just
your level right
soccer. What do you mean, my level?
now? Like your what's your current like position in soccer?
Oh, okay. So yeah, currently right now I'm Concordia University Irvine, which is D2. I'm gonna go into my senior year there, studying kinesiology. I think I'm gonna lean towards the sports psychology side of it. It's
Mhm.
really intriguing to me. Yeah, besides Concordia, I'm currently on Zeta FC. It's a UPSL team that just started in Irvine, and they're gonna become NISA next spring.
So
So
professional.
yeah,
third
so I
division.
feel like after my senior year that's coming up, I'm gonna try to pursue there, or see what else pops up.
Right.
Try to pursue
Yeah,
a
you never
professional
know.
contract anywhere. So yeah, that's currently where I'm at.
So how did it start? Like when you
Back in the beginning, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, kicking a ball around since I could walk. Sunday league teams at like age of 4.
super early, huh?
Yeah, really early.
So your dad's a fan, huh?
Yeah. So my dad is. I'm pretty sure he's the reason I played. Obviously, I can't remember when I was that young.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm pretty sure he's the reason I played. He was in Atlas, Atlas from
Yeah.
Mexico. Yeah, he was in their academy at
No way.
U-17.
Oh, so yeah, dude,
Yeah.
soccer's in your blood, bro.
Yeah. And then unfortunately, like his leg got broken. So like,
Dang.
yeah.
That happens.
And yeah, from what he tells me, like somebody broke his leg on purpose. Cause like, I mean, back to the Mexico thing, like when you can't beat them on the field, you start hitting people.
Yeah.
So I think somebody broke his leg on purpose, and then
Wow.
the dream was over. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure he's the reason why. Sunday league teams at 4. Joined club at 9, Laguna Niguel. It's now Laguna United,
Right.
but back then it was Laguna Niguel. And then the club disbanded, so which is why now it's Laguna United. So it disbanded for, I want to say 3-4 years, something like that. But that stopped when I was like 11, so I was there for like 2 years. Went back to Sunday league, just playing a lot, and/or outdoor, like whatever it was, and then joined West Coast. when I
Okay,
was,
West Coast.
I think right before I turned 12, and then graduated out from West Coast.
Dang.
So
So
from
from
12
12
to
to
18.
so 6 years.
Yeah.
And you guys obviously were a lot of those players from your 12-year-old to your 18 were the same players, or
Oh
did you
no,
come and go?
no. There's, I think like 2 or 3 of us that like stuck together like
Oh, really?
all those years. Yeah. And then like my West Coast team that I think about when I say West Coast, which is like the team I graduated out with, we were together for like a little over 2 years only.
Oh, wow.
But that was the team that like we did really, really well. Like won national cup, like went to regionals, won national league, went to back-to-back national championships. And that team was crazy.
Yeah, bro.
So yeah, so then
Dang.
that team itself was only together for like a little over 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
A little over 2 years.
Yeah.
So let's backtrack a little.
Okay.
So you were in Laguna. How did you said you were 9 when you
Yeah.
in Laguna. How did you get into Laguna?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember that well. I was really
okay.
young. But I do remember my dad just like talking to people, you know. And,
Oh,
like,
so he was always
and
like
they
trying
were,
to
like,
get you in that.
or people would ask him about me.
Okay.
I mean, you know how it is in Sunday League. Like,
Right.
if you see a player that's good, you're like, hey, who's that kid's parent?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was something similar to that. Because that's also how I got to West Coast.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Laguna was just somebody asking my dad, like, is that your kid? My dad saying yes, and then, you know, inviting me out to a club.
Right. So, okay. You said it was similar with West Coast. So how did
Yeah.
all that go down?
West Coast, I do remember we were playing Sunday League in Costa Mesa Sunday League.
Okay.
And then it was the final game. We played in Santa Ana Stadium, like the Santa Ana Bowl, I think it's called.
Yeah, dude, I would say that stadium's pretty sick. I like that stadium. It's huge.
Yeah, it's huge. But so then some guy named Gilbert, he was a parent from the other team, like a parent of some kid on the other team. And then same thing, like, you know, I had a really good game. Like, we ended up winning that game. And he asked, like, who's parent? Like, you know, like, who's your parent? And then I said him, like my dad. And then they just talked. Gilbert said that he wanted to bring me to West Coast. And then I remember my dad being like, when we went home after that, he's like, yeah, like, I'd love to like take you to West Coast. Like, he says it's a really good club, but like, you know, like money's tight.
Financially, yeah.
It's
that
tough.
happens a lot.
Yeah. And then Gilbert ended up offering to like help us out financially. So like, he's like a really big part.
Yeah.
Like, if not the reason that I'm at West Coast. Like, I think he is.
Are you still in contact with him?
I tried to get in contact with him. Took him out to one of my games for Concordia.
Yeah.
I failed. Like, I couldn't. But
I mean, you still have one more year.
I'm gonna try to reach him like on Facebook. I don't know, bro. Like,
Yeah.
If somebody watching this knows Gilbert, like, you can get me in
Reach out
contact
to
with
Gilbert.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, that'd be really clutch. But I'm gonna try to like see him again. And I mean, he lives in Costa Mesa as well, so
Oh, okay.
it's not impossible.
He was just there to scout, or?
Well, he was the dad of a kid that I was playing against.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I guess at the same time, like, he was also kind of scouting for that club team. Because he ended up taking like 6 of us, bro. Like 6, 7 of us from Sunday League, and he just
Like, I'll spy everyone.
he just took us to West Coast, and then, yeah.
Dang. So okay. So you get in West Coast. How does it go from there? Like
from the start.
Yeah.
So when I first got there, like
what flight were you guys?
We were flight 2.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't like you got put in the best team right away.
Was it considered? Was it flight, or was it like called something else?
I remember it was A team, B team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we played flight 2, like tournaments and stuff,
Right.
and the league was also called flight 2. But we referred to it as A team, B team.
Mm-hmm.
So we were on the B team, and then like fast forward maybe like half a year or so, a year, like we start thinking that like we're better than the A team, and our results are kind of like showing that as well. And the parents from the A team were like, no, like our kid's gonna stay here. And then Gilbert was really pushing for us because the bulk of the B team was like the guys that he was taking.
Yeah.
So there was like this big argument happening, whatever. And I think like, I'm not sure if we ended up playing each other or what the case was, but point is like we end up playing each other, and then they take like players from the A team, players from the B team, and just swap them out. So like, as a kid, you don't really know what's going on. We're not a kid, we're like 12, 13. But even then, I was just like, oh, I'm just here to play.
Right.
Like, you know, I still wasn't in that mentality of like, oh, I want to take your spot. Like, you're at a place that I want to be at, I'm going to take your spot.
Right.
So yeah, so me, I was just vibing, like just going through the motions, like just, I'm here to play. And then, yeah, we ended up getting on the A team since then. And then to transition into the team with Coach Neil, it was just like they had tryouts all over again. It was just like, we're going to stop everything. We're going to have tryouts for different age groups. And then, so my age group, there was a bunch of guys I remember. Because there was already like 2 or 3 teams for that age group. And then Coach Neil ended up having the A team. I actually didn't make the team. Like,
Really?
right from tryouts, no. I got put in like the B team. Maybe even C team. I'm not sure, bro.
What?
But
There's
I
a
think it was
C
because
team?
I missed some tryouts too.
That makes sense.
And my coach like saw me training with like our team and was just like, he's not supposed to be here pretty much. And he talked to Coach Neil and was like, hey, like, you should take a look at this guy. And then Coach Neil came to like a training session just to like watch me.
Did you know that at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. By then, yeah, I was like almost 16.
Oh, okay.
So by then, like, yeah, I knew what was going on. So yeah, I was pretty nervous, but I mean, I was still like excited. I was more excited, you know, especially because my coach made me feel like I did belong on the A team.
Yeah.
So I was confident as well. But yeah, so Coach Neil came, and then my team had a scrimmage against the A team, and we just played each other. And then during the scrimmage, I remember like Coach Neil was like, Sergio, and then I don't remember the guy's name, but it's like Sergio and you, which was the guy in my position on the A team. It's like switch, like right then and there. And then we switched and we ended up the scrimmage like that. And then after Coach Neil was like, you know what, like I'm gonna swap you out for that player. That like I swapped you in the scrimmage.
Crazy.
So yeah. So I mean the cruelty of soccer, you know,
Yeah.
I didn't experience the bad side of it, but it's literally it can work like that.
No,
like
for sure.
he literally told us switch in the game, and then after the game was like, yeah, like that switch is gonna be permanent. I was like excited, you know, but also like for the other guy,
Yeah,
like that
can't
sucks,
feel
bro.
bad, but
Yeah.
that's
That's
cutthroat.
soccer,
It's
yeah.
cutthroat, yep. So when does like nationals and all that come in?
Pretty quick.
Okay.
The first tournament we played, if I remember correctly, was Man City Cup,
Oh, okay.
and we won it, smacked. And then I think it was the West Coast Classic. I don't know. Well, pretty much every tournament we played in, like that summer, we won, which was like 3 tournaments, I think. So I mean, just winning those tournaments, like yeah, you get invited to National Cup, and then I don't know if you won it the first year. I don't remember that well, but yeah, and then even winning that, like further, like during doing good in league, winning these tournaments, like making a name for yourself, you know, like in the rankings, the national rankings for the club teams, you get invited to like big tournaments,
Right.
and we made it to National League
How high were you ranked? Like, what was the highest ranking you guys?
3
Oh, in the nation?
in the nation.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And the thing is too, I mean, I think it's like this. I'm not sure like if it actually is or not, but I think like once you break top 10 or top 5, I think any team in that list can beat anybody.
Yeah.
Like on any given day, you know,
Yeah.
you're the best 10 teams, 5 teams in the nation. Like, you know, on your day, you can beat
Yeah.
like the number 1 that's ranked there. So yeah, we were ranked number 3. So, but I think we could have beat anybody like at that time. Yeah,
Wow.
the team was stacked.
So from what I remember, watching my brother play, he kind of considered you guys as like the rivals because he was kind of that underdog team where
Yeah.
you know they build up from like I don't even know the lowest flight until
Yeah.
the flight 1. And I remember you guys playing in the finals. I don't know what it was.
The National Cup.
National
It
Cup
was National
finals.
Cup. Yeah.
That game was intense, bro.
Yeah, that was an intense game.
But you guys were like top dogs, huh, at that time?
Yeah. So yeah, we were top dogs. It felt like everybody that wanted to play us, that was gonna play us, just tried that much harder because we were like so well known and
Yeah.
so good.
No, for sure. I saw that.
Yeah. And then like you say, like Slammers was Rafa's team. Like we played each other quite a bit
Yeah.
because we were both like, you know, local teams. So yeah, like we played each other quite a bit. So that game in particular was like special because that was a birth to the regionals championships,
Right.
right? In Hawaii. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
who doesn't want to go to Hawaii? And yeah, so like that game I remember like
You guys
it was
both
intense.
qualified though, right?
Yeah, so what happened was that we had already won National League. So we won our National League bracket, which gave us an automatic qualification to the national championships. National Cup, the name throws you off, but National Cup is a state championship.
Okay.
If you win National Cup,
To qualify to it.
you're state champion. So after you're a state champion, you go to the regional championships. And if you win regionals, you go to nationals. So since we won National League and automatically qualified for national championships,
Oh wow. So you guys didn't even have to go
we
to
didn't
Hawaii?
need it. So we ended up winning that game in PKs.
Yeah.
but your brother and his team still got to go because we didn't want to.
Right.
And
Oh wait, so you guys were supposed to be going to Hawaii?
yeah, we were supposed to go to
So
Hawaii.
you didn't end up going?
No,
Oh.
because we were already qualified. Because
Right.
Hawaii would have qualified you for the nationals.
right. So
We were
no
already
point.
there,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it didn't matter to us. Yeah.
Damn, you should just let them win. No, that's funny, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said you guys automatically made it to nationals. How was that? Was that your first time making nationals? Or
That year was our second year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how was your first and second?
Just both times were like pretty similar. Like obviously the second time around, it's like, okay, I've been here, but it's so sick, bro. Like it's so much fun. Like just knowing that you're at the place where like every single top prospect is,
Right.
like you look fields left and right, whatever age group.
Was
like,
there? I know at the time it was a DA. Well, Academy was DA, right?
I think so, yeah.
Did you guys ever? Were they in the type of?
No, it was strictly club.
Oh, okay.
It was
okay,
strictly
okay.
club. Yeah, like academies and DA wasn't.
It's different. Huh?
Yeah, two different like I don't know, like organizations. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. It's like MLS Next and ECNL right now.
Yeah. So it was top 8 teams in the
Mhm.
country from each age group
Okay.
travel to the national championships. So both times it was sick. Like I remember there was like this like big dinner thing where you gotta like dress nice, and literally every team went. It was a huge room, and then
That's
they
so
were like,
cool, bro.
yeah, they would like announce each team. They would bring out the trophies for each age group.
What?
Yeah, and it was like
Oh, like the region that you guys won, or?
the national trophy. Bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So they would bring out the national trophies and like walk it around. Everybody's all like looking at the trophies, and then they announce your team. They put a projector like on the picture, a picture of your team,
Uh,
and like yeah, it was sick. And then
wait, so did you win it your first year or second year?
we didn't win it.
At all?
No.
Oh, how far did
we
you guys
got semis, I think. Yeah. It's
For
tough.
both?
Yeah.
Dang.
Bro, and there was this one year. I don't know if it was my first or second year, but 4 West Coast teams qualified.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, West Coast actually they're good.
West Coast is a really good club.
Yeah.
But 4 West Coast teams qualified, so we took over like that ceremony that I'm saying with the dinner and all that. Like we took over, bro.
That's
like,
crazy.
Yeah, it was really fun.
During that time in the nationals, I know you mentioned the last podcast that you got looked at.
Yeah.
What club was that?
Talking about Chivas, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So with that same West Coast team, like with the success that came with it, obviously we make noise. You know, people start hearing about
Right.
us. OCSC, second division team in Irvine,
Right.
they wanted to send like, I guess, a team to represent them in Dallas Cup, which Dallas Cup I think is like the biggest international tournament held in the USA.
Yeah. That's pretty known.
Yeah, so teams, I remember Tigres was there, obviously Chivas was there, Manchester United was there.
Wait, so this time is this like the third year you're going into it, or the
No,
second?
this was second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was second. And yeah, like so I think it was like in July that National Cup, Dallas Cup was held. And yeah, same thing. I mean, huge tournament, ballers everywhere. But we went as Orange County Soccer Club. We didn't go as West Coast. So Orange County provided kits for us. We were wearing all.
I remember seeing that on Instagram. Like, damn, what? It's West
Yeah.
Coast.
It's funny because people thought I had like signed pro.
Yeah.
I
mean, yeah.
Yeah, like you're wearing the Orange County kit. Yeah, but no, I was just like, yeah, we're just representing them. And then we did really well. We made the finals of that tournament, but
Dang.
we got to the final like really beat up. Like we
Yeah.
had players injured, like heavy legs, like not many subs, and I think it kind of like caught up to us. And then we played the final in the FC Dallas Stadium, so it was like a big pitch. So I think like that caught up to us in the final. But I mean, still making it to the final was crazy success, you know. Obviously, Orange County was really pleased because like we made it to the finals, and it was the first year of like Orange County Soccer Club being there. And through that tournament, Chivas like saw me and like recruited me, talked to my coach, and was like, hey, like we want your player. And then yeah, fast forward a little bit, got in contact with them, flew me out for a trial. And then,
Dang, bro.
yeah, I was there.
That's
I was
the
there
dream.
for like 2 weeks.
You grew up supporting them and stuff.
Yeah. So like,
That's so crazy.
my dad is a Chivas fan, and naturally, like I'm a Chivas fan because of my dad.
Yeah.
So even growing up supporting them, like I remember players like the keeper Osvaldo Sanchez, like Ramoncito Morales, like
They were all there?
when I grew up, when I was growing up, like
okay,
there were
okay.
players
Yeah,
that like,
legends, bro,
yeah,
yeah.
dude. So Buffalo, like
Yeah.
so many players, bro. And yeah, so being a lifelong fan and then being like, hey, we want you to come out for a trial.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
so crazy.
surreal.
So how long was
Like,
that
I don't
trial?
know. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little over 2 weeks.
How
A
was your
little over 2
experience
weeks.
there?
Hostile.
Hostile?
That was my first reaction.
Dang.
I got there and it was hostile, but totally understandable because like imagine, bro, like you're
Yeah.
living in Mexico. You know, there's not really as many ways to like make a living as there is over here,
Mhm.
and then you find out that a guy from the USA is coming here to take your spot.
Yeah.
So
no,
it's like
for
you
sure.
know, and then um, even I feel like a layer that adds to that is that Chivas is just all Mexicans.
Mhm.
So if you don't have Mexican blood, like you can't play for the
Right,
team.
right.
So obviously, like they're all Mexicans being born there. I'm a Mexican being born over here. So they look at me as like straight American.
Right.
Like they don't look at me as Mexican. So I first got there hostile. Like I remember it was hostile. I was getting cracked. Like the tackles were hard. They would ignore me. They wouldn't give me the ball. Like so then the scout that like scouted me to go over there, he just told me like you're gonna have to earn your respect by playing the same way that they're playing against you. So I'm not a player that likes hitting people.
Right.
Like we already talked about in the podcast. Like playing dirty is just I think it's shameful. But yeah, I had to earn my respect, bro, and started cracking them too, and like just going in really hard. And then, believe it or not, like it worked, and they started talking to me after that, and I kind of earned my respect that way. So then after that, I went smooth, and then it was really cool. It was nice. Like I was calling home all happy and stuff, and they're like, "What's going on? Like you even sound happier." And yeah, like the guys just like accepted me, and then, yeah, the contract, the trial was supposed to be for 1 week.
Mhm.
They extended it to 2 weeks, and then after that, like they made their decision to like try to offer me something, but I didn't sign because like I was barely gonna be making anything. And keep in mind, like I said, like if you're from over there, like you're gonna sign a contract no matter what. Like no matter what contract they give you, chances are the situation that you come from and
You can take it.
yeah, you're gonna take it.
Yeah.
I thought the contract that they offered me, compared to how I was living over here, and what opportunities were offered to me here, I don't think like was worth it.
Yeah.
Because the only thing that would have changed it was if I was able to like keep doing school over there. That was like the main reason I think.
But
like,
the language barrier too.
yeah, because obviously I could have gone to school like there. At this point, I should say that I was already 18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I would be going into college, but dude, like studying in Spanish would be like
tough.
I can speak it, write it, read it, but studying it at the college level, especially a kinesiology major, like classes like human anatomy would be like
Yeah, that'd be
they
crazy.
kill me. So yeah, it's just like so a combination of like not having school, the length of the contract was very short as well. So school, length of the contract, and wage, to be honest, like just I didn't think it lined up
Yeah.
pretty well for
That's
me.
so crazy. Considering that was the team you grew
Yeah,
up
dude,
supporting.
heartbreaking. Like I was so sad. And then
Trusted
you know what was
gut.
tough about it too? Like coming back, and then people being like,
What happened?
like why don't you sign? You know, like
Because they don't understand.
yeah,
right?
they just
They're
like
not-
it rubbed it in even more, and I was like, should I have signed?
So what was your situation coming back? Like,
So
did you have something lined up or?
yeah, so before then, I should probably backtrack a little bit. Like so I kind of had like a hiccup during high school in terms of grades.
Mm.
So like my first like 2 years of high school, like I didn't really care for school. Like all I cared about was soccer. And it sounds dumb now, right? Because like I feel like all the kids know like you gotta get good grades to play. But back then I didn't feel like it was such a big emphasis,
Mhm.
like personally, like you know, like it wasn't emphasized
get
that
you.
much on me. So I was just care about playing, didn't care about school. So I tried to pick up my junior and senior year because those were the years that I was getting recruited for college, and I actually had like a full ride offer, like from UCR, like on the table, but my grades didn't allow me. So yeah, and then that year, that would have been my freshman year, they won like the Big West. So like it stings, but yeah. So I didn't have good grades in high school, so I knew I had to go JUCO route. But I mean, I was still motivated to play. Like somehow I want to make it pro. You know, like that's my mindset.
So you knew all this,
Yeah.
right, about your grades and stuff after the trial in Chivas, or?
Yeah, even before then.
Oh.
Even before then, yeah. So
So you already knew, like, all right, next step, go JUCO.
Yeah, so I knew like if I was gonna play college ball, it had to be JUCO. So then when I came back from the trial, I went to Golden West, and then played there, and then yeah, from Golden West transferred to Concordia, which is where I'm at now.
So how long were you in Golden West playing there? Cause were you
3
there
years.
during the COVID?
Yeah, 3 years.
So 3 years.
Yeah.
And how?
So I redshirted my first year. Well, to be honest, I wasn't even an athlete my first year of college.
Mhm.
It was just studying. I did that so I could have 3 years of eligibility
Right.
at a university. You know,
Yeah,
it makes me more.
sense.
It makes me more marketable to a 4-year.
Yeah.
Like you said, COVID ended up coming around, so it held me back. So I spent 3 years there. So in reality, like at a JUCO, I spent 4 years there, which is like crazy. You know,
Yeah.
like it's insane.
Supposed to be like 2 years.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 2 years. I ended up spending a whole college career there. So yeah, so then played, got some attention, but not really like concrete attention.
Yeah.
And then COVID came around, you know, so then everything just stopped. The world stopped. So then I played my second year there, and then tried to still go D1. Didn't really work out. I played center back at Golden West.
Oh, so that's not even your position.
Yeah, it's not my position. I'm a center mid. And also I didn't think I suited the style of play that Golden West plays.
Right.
I feel like it's a very direct, physical type of style of play. I mean, you know, like I like
Yeah.
just playing, keeping the ball possession. But yeah, so then didn't end up going D1. Made it to like this like JUCO All-Star game where there was also a bunch of D1s. That was kind of like my last like push to like go pro. To go D1, and after D1 go pro obviously.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
So yeah, so that didn't work out either. Like I played center back there, and then I played like, maybe like 30 minutes.
What?
Yeah, because there was like other center backs there, so we were like all like subbing out. But luckily, the Concordia coaches were there, gave me an offer, and yeah, so that's where I ended up.
Damn, just like that.
Pretty much, bro.
Like you.
No, but also it was because the Concordia coaches were also West Coast coaches.
Oh, so they knew
They
of you
both
already.
knew me. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They both knew me, so they already knew me. Like, to be fair, I don't even think they needed to watch me play. I remember like the assistant coach telling me like, if you don't go D1, like you're coming here.
Then why did it take so long?
Fair enough, because I was still trying to push something else.
Oh, okay,
I was still trying to push D1.
But the offer was there.
No, the offer wasn't there, like on paper,
Uh-huh.
but they had already told me, and like I knew in my mind like they're not lying to me. Like I could
Right,
go to
right.
Concordia. I could just call them and we can get it going. And then yeah, so then I went on a visit. So the first offer they gave me, like I couldn't really take it because like I would have to pay out of pocket,
Right.
and Concordia is a private school,
Yeah, so it's
so
pricey.
it's
Yeah, yeah,
expensive. And I didn't want to take out student loans. It was just tough. Like the first offer, I don't know. I felt iffy with it. I was in contact with another school.
What were they
Pretty
offering?
much, I think the Concordia coaches heard, because you're not supposed to talk about your offers to
Yeah,
like
of course
coaches. I think they heard from like elsewhere, or I don't even know. They probably just assumed that that school was going to offer me a full ride, and then I went on a visit at Concordia, trained really well, and then literally like a day later, 2 days later, like a full scholarship came through, and I was like, well, I can't say no. Like,
Yeah.
Like I remember the head coach, Coach Chris, called me and was like, he's like, look, man, if like the financial like issue is what you're worried about, it's not a worry anymore. Like he's like, come to Concordia.
Dude,
I
how'd
was
you
like,
feel when you got that?
so proud, bro. Like even though I didn't go D1, you know, like I said in my head, it was still like, I know there's so many routes to go pro. Like I just need to get looked at by the right person at the right time, just once. So as long as I have a place to keep developing, just keep pushing, you know? So yeah, like I was really excited. Told my parents, you know, like they were really proud.
How old were you at the time?
21, 22?
Okay.
Because I just turned 23.
Okay.
I'm going to
Oh,
graduate.
so you've been there for a year?
Yeah, I played 1 year.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So how was that? How was your first season there? Did you play your position or did you keep your center back?
I stayed. So I started off center mid,
Right.
and I remember like we had a team meeting and it was very like we're gonna play like technical. We're gonna play touching the ball like the way I like playing, possession.
Yeah.
But Concordia was known for like not having that style of play before, so I was really excited for the change, you know, and to be part of the change. And then we didn't have success in the first few games, but we also played really good schools, like ranked schools.
Mm-hmm.
like Cal State LA, like Dominguez Hills,
Right.
like schools like that. So we had like a rough time in the beginning of the season. So I think we just like resorted back to like what Concordia was used to, which is again like a more direct style of play. And it's like you might wonder like, oh, like why'd you go there if you knew Concordia was like a direct school?
Yeah.
Like knowing that at Golden West you didn't like that. For the same reason, like the coach told me we were gonna switch the style of play, which we did try, but then it didn't.
Mhm.
Like we didn't have success. So we just go back to what you know. And then after that, like it was hard to get the ball, to be honest, and it was hard to fit a system in the midfield where it skips you a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, like there wasn't really like good opportunity for me there, like to look good. And there was this one game where like one of our center backs got hurt, and I think our sub center back was also injured. I'm not sure. Like, but point is, I got put in center back, played well, liked me there, and then I stayed there for the rest of the season. But it just sucks because like even at my whole thing with it is like I will play anywhere the team needs me. Ultimately,
Yeah.
wherever my teammates need me, put me there.
Mhm.
But because I was on such a successful West Coast team and I got a pro trial as a center mid, I felt like I could help the team so much more from a center mid
Yeah.
like position, not a center back position. So it was a mental battle for me, like being like very stuck and like I know I can be playing center mid, like I know I can do it, but I'm just stuck back here. Like I can't help the team go attack. I can't help the team control games, and it was tough, dude. Like it would eat me up, but yeah. So that mindset like kind of persisted during the season. So I would say it was like a pretty tough season mentally,
Mhm.
but ultimately at the end of the day, like I always played for my teammates.
Yeah.
Like I remember going up north for a trip, and like I was dying, bro. Like I was so sick. Like the team would go like for like lunch or dinner, and I would stay in the hotel room because like I just felt so bad.
Wow.
And I was taking all these meds and stuff, but like that game, like I knew the team needed me, so like I still like played.
Dang.
So like I said, ultimately like for my teammates, bro, like I'll do whatever. You know, I'll play wherever you need me. Like I'll push through to play for you guys.
Yeah.
But personally, it's like I want to play center mid. Like I just want to be there. But yeah, so now I'm at a stage going into my last year, my senior year, where it's like, okay, you know what? Like, if ultimately my mindset is wherever my teammates need me, if I play center back, I play center back. Yes, I'm still gonna ask the coach, hey, like, can I get a shot at center mid? Can I just try it out? Or like, can you try me out there, see how I play? But if my teammates need me at center back, I'm gonna play center back, do the best I can, you know. Because I mean, at the end of the day, also, it's like if I have that versatility where I can play midfield and defense, it's like it's more marketable as well for a pro team to look at me. So I mean, yeah, I feel like that's the mindset like shift that I've had from my college experience so far to now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I gotta put like my personal pride aside and play for the team.
Going into the season, what's your mentality now, like in terms of like furthering your career? Because you know you're trying to transition to professional. Like since this is your last year, like what's
just
the
mindset going into
yeah.
Yeah, so I think just getting as good as possible. I mean, sounds very simple, you know. Like obviously, there's like you got to eat right, you got to work out, you got to train. But yeah, so I just want to get as good as I can. Like I said, if I play center back, I play center back. And right now, at Zeta, I'm playing center mid, and it was like a breath of fresh air. Like I was so happy to like be in a good team where I can play my position again. And it was reassuring as well too, because it's like, oh, I still got it. Like I can still play center mid at a high level. So I'm taking Zeta, Concordia, you know, like center mid here, center back there, like doing the best I can for both. If I end like this season really well with Zeta, maybe they're gonna give me a contract offer. You never know.
Yeah.
But Concordia, like that's after, so I still gotta push hard for the team because I can also get a contract offer there. You never know who's watching. Like I said, it takes one person at the right time to watch you, and you have an offer right there. So yeah.
What's the difference from like? 'Cause I know Zeta right now is playing UPSL. I don't know if they play a different style of play as they do in Concordia, but what's the difference from like, let's say UPSL level and NCAA D2?
Yeah. So Zeta does play a possession-based game, so it's how I really enjoy playing. Like I said, Concordia is a little more direct, but we'll see if we try to play a possession-based game. But the level is very obvious, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the D2 level, I think, blows the UPSL level out of the water. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
that makes sense.
But very fortunate to be in a team like Zeta because, yes, like, you're beating these teams 5-0, 6-0, like, even 10-0, I think we had a game. So, like...
You guys have a bunch of, like,
yeah.
ballers, huh?
Yeah. It's crazy players. But, so, like I said, like, even in the weekend, you can smack a team. But during the week at practice, good level, like, to train.
Yeah.
Good environment to be in. But, yeah, so I feel like when it comes to a game level, like, Concordia is a lot more competitive. But training-wise, it's pretty similar. Because our team is so good for Zeta.
Have you guys ever played, I don't know how the NCAA rules work when it comes to, like, divisions, but, like, have you guys ever played against, like, a Division I NCAA team?
Yeah. We played against UCR.
Oh, okay. How was that? Like,
Dude, they beat us 3-2.
Wow, so it's
in the
not that bad.
less than 10 minutes.
And what'd you think, like, compared to you guys, like...
I think we could have won the game.
Yeah?
We had 2 goal-scoring opportunities, like, when it was 2-2.
Okay.
And the game was wrapping up. And then we got caught on a counter, and then one of their players, you know, Polo?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, like, the homie, like, baller. So, like, he just got us on the counter, cut into his right, finished it, called the game. But I feel like we could have won that game. We had 2 chances.
What year was this?
This past one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Dude, didn't they win everything?
Yeah, and then they ended up winning the Big West.
What?
The conference and the tournament.
Wow.
Yeah. But, I mean, you never know. Like, maybe they had a bad game against us, too. But
still, like, you guys kept up. Like,
yeah.
Not a lot of... It's like, you know, FA Cup, you know how...
just the magic of the FA, bro. But, yeah, the level, I feel like, between NCAA, D1, and D2, even just based on results elsewhere that we saw, or, like, that I saw about D2 schools playing D1 schools, dude, they were really close.
Yeah.
Like, and some D2 schools this past season beat D1 schools in preseason.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like they did. So like I said, like I haven't been following the NCAA for too long. I just became a part of it as well.
Yeah.
But from when I've been a part of it, like I think the levels are pretty similar, bro. Like they're not as far off as people think.
Mm-hmm.
Like yes, maybe the D1 schools will still win, but it's not going to be a 4-0, 5-0 game,
Right.
how you may think. Like it's 1-goal games. So I think the level difference, from what I've seen at least, pretty similar.
Did you guys play D3?
I think we played Chapman.
Oh, how was? Oh, was
Right.
Victor? Did he play?
Yeah, Victor played. Victor made some saves actually. I remember like he was so hype about him.
Bro,
But they were good saves to be fair. But yeah, I think Chapman. I don't know, like if we tied. I don't know. Makes like. Do you remember like how that? It was. I think it was a weird game for us too, which is why I say maybe UCR had a weird game against us. But I think we tied them. I'm not sure. You didn't even play? Yeah, so stuff like that, like freaking star player at Concordia. So like, pretty tough.
How does it feel like playing against people you know, like for Victor, for example, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah, dude, it's sick. Like you grew up with them, you know.
Yeah.
And it's one thing playing against somebody in Sunday League. Like,
yeah.
Frankly, I don't care. Like, if I know you and I play you
Exactly.
in Sunday League, I don't care.
Like playing in that level.
But playing in a college level and playing against homies and playing with friends like Migs.
No, I know you're playing with Miguel.
Yeah, so.
So was that another factor? That you know Miguel, you knew like Brad.
Yeah, well, in general, I knew a bunch of guys already at Concordia, which was also another reason why it brought me there. But yeah, to answer your question, like playing against people you know and with people you know, it's like, it's so sick. It's just like, it makes me proud of like them that they're also still grinding and pushing.
Right.
So yeah.
So okay, I'm gonna just backtrack a little with high school, right?
Okay,
you know how you didn't have those offers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So just like you being an outsider, looking at like say Rafa's fucking
like journey,
crazy ass. No, not even journey. Like his career, bro. Like,
yeah.
How was your reaction to that? Like, out of nowhere, just signing with the OC.
Oh, when he signed with that,
yeah,
dude,
like
I thought it was so sick.
Or like even committing, he committed to UCI like, super early.
So when he played with OC, I remember being like so proud of him, like so sick. When he committed to UCI, I was still very proud of him, but also knowing that I could have been there as well.
Yeah, kind of like
It
bittersweet.
was like,
huh?
yeah, it was like a smack in the face. Like, damn, Serge, like, you let yourself down, bro. Like,
Were you
and
guys close at that time? Like you guys?
not as much as we are now.
Okay.
We're tight now. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
we all
yeah.
are. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like we all are. But yeah, we were still cool. We were homies, but definitely not as much as now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
like,
just-
it was like you said, bittersweet.
Yeah,
That
I'm,
like,
I'm in the same boat, bro. Like
yeah,
I was always super proud, but at the same time, just like, damn, bro, I wish I had like
yeah.
that guidance that you had.
And I feel like that's where we relate, me and you. I
Yeah.
feel like our stories are like similar but different in the terms that like we both needed like different types
Yeah.
of guidance and like
Like how was it? Like I remember like when I was my senior year there, you were playing, you were getting minutes. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, fuck man, this freshman's getting like time and like I'm not
Yeah.
even getting looked at. Like what the hell?
yeah,
Like but I understood why. Like you're freaking good. Like you grew like physically early.
yeah.
So I understood why like you were getting those minutes and stuff. But like how did you see me? Like I don't, because I honestly like I was probably the worst time in my career in soccer was in high school.
Really?
So yeah.
Yeah.
So like you saw me. I don't know, like I honestly don't even remember how.
So like my point of view on you.
Yeah, that was your point of view.
Dude, I thought you were good. And I was confused as to why you weren't playing more.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
It was
So I don't remember exactly
It was
who
your
would play over
freshman.
you. I don't remember who would play over you, but I remember thinking like that you should be playing more. And yeah, like I don't know, I didn't know you that well either.
Yeah.
So I couldn't just ask you like, hey bro, like why don't you play more? Or like, you know, like what's
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on?
yeah.
But I remember thinking that you should definitely be playing more. Like even in practice when we would get put together in the same teams, like for small sided or for scrimmages or whatever, like I remember like I would like look for you on purpose because I knew that you knew what to do with the ball.
Yeah.
So from an outsider looking at you, like on the same team, bro, I thought you deserved more. So like it sucks that you didn't get more opportunity.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I got you.
Did you know I was Rafa's brother at that time?
Not right away.
No?
Not right away. And then yeah, somebody like I think like halfway through the season, somebody told me.
Oh.
Or like yeah,
I've always known you pretty good since like third grade, bro. That's crazy.
third grade is crazy.
It's so crazy.
Third grade is
I've known
so.
all you guys since you guys were like in elementary.
That's,
I think Yuli, did you go to where'd you go?
I went to Adams.
Oh, you went to Adams. We knew you until like Tiwinkle middle school. I don't even know. But Miguel, I knew Miguel since.
yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. I don't even feel that much older than you guys.
I know. I feel like you're not like bro. We played together
I
in
know,
high school.
exactly.
Like,
Hey, that's when you had the afro.
Huh?
That's when you had the afro.
I did? I don't know, bro. And I have a mustache, that's for sure. No, but yeah, like it's so crazy. Like we spoke about it in the first pod, but like it's so crazy how we like all know each other and we have
Yeah,
like
dude.
different stories, but like in a way like it suits without a
Yeah.
doubt. So like I guess my final question to you is like why did you like decide to like accept this spot with us and without a doubt, and like obviously you're in what's the word, like we see eye to eye in
Yeah.
terms of the vision, so like what's your like why?
Yeah, like you said, like seeing eye to eye, I feel like is the biggest thing. That's the biggest reason why like I want to be part of without a doubt. Just working, like bro, like I don't see myself working like your like typical normal job that a college student would be working right now. I would much rather like help the youth, like you know, like walk and make some income, and just like helping people that are in positions right now where I was, and like preventing them from going routes that I wish I didn't go. For example, like not having grades. Like if I end up training a kid, right, and I find out he doesn't have grades, like I'm gonna try to mentor him to like pick his grades up and make him or her realize like how important school is and what school can do for you like in this country in terms of soccer. So yeah, like I feel like being able to help those kids, like it's kind of like gives me a sense of like I'm repairing the kid in me for my choices, like in what I did, like, and it makes like I don't know, it's a weird feeling to describe that it gives me, but
I totally understand.
like,
bro.
I
Same
can't
thing with,
explain it.
like my injuries and stuff. Like I feel like if I see a kid that suffered an injury early, or he's doing really bad in grades, or he's like super distracted with
Yeah.
like other stuff in life, straight up with them, just like, bro, like if you want to make it in like
Yeah.
soccer, this has to be your life right now.
Yes.
Like this,
Yes.
100% committed in order for you to make it. But I
Yeah.
totally understand, bro. Like
Yeah.
I get that same satisfaction.
Like that. Yeah. That satisfaction, that feeling of like just knowing that you're gonna do good for the kid.
Yeah. And you know, like it's the right. I'm telling you, because
Yeah. I've
been
lived.
through
I've
this,
lived
bro.
through it. Yeah. It's. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's end it here.
Yeah.
With one last question.
Okay.
What's one like word of advice that you'd give to, not to your younger self, but to those like in middle school heading into high school?
Seek out a plan. Seek out a plan and try to get advice from people that you idolize. Not even idolize, but
In that position.
like they're in positions that you would like to be in.
Mhm.
Try to talk to those people and ask for help. Cause bro, even if a middle schooler or a high schooler just DMs me right now, like, and ask me a question as simple as like, how do you do this joke correctly? Or in a game, in this situation, what I do? I'd be so happy to help them.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's many other people that are in college as well, or even in the pro level, that would take 2 minutes of their day to reply to that DM for the kid. So I feel like, yeah, my word of advice would be seek out a plan and get advice from the people that are in positions you want to be in. Because like, I feel like a bunch of like kids are just nervous of reaching out to people that are already there. But like I said, me and so many others would be willing to talk to them. So I feel like that would be my piece of advice.
Sergio Gutierrez, everyone. Do you want to give them your Instagram? Or?
Yeah, my Instagram is _Gutierrez Sergio. Yuli will probably pop it up here somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, just send me a DM. I'll reply to you. Yeah, that's pretty much
If
it.
you guys want to work with Sergio, he is part of Without a Doubt.
Yeah.
So you can reach out to him or reach out to us.
Yeah.
We connect you, do individual training, or even where we're going to be pushing our online training as well. So Sergio's going to be a big part of that. So yeah, we'll end it here. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to follow, our Instagram is Without a Doubt _athletics. And mine, Miguel Espinoza.x. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.